This episode of Pro Membership Sweepstakes, Hunt and Fish Like the Pros, is brought to you by Browning, Outdoor Edge Knives, and Alps Outdoors. Hi, I'm Mike Deming, President and CEO of the Pro Membership Sweepstakes. On this episode, we're headed to Colorado with one of the world famous Stillwater outfitters. Travis and his crew over there runs a first-class operation. I've literally been hunting with Travis for probably 15 years, and we look forward to this trip each and every year.
Kill him, guys. Kill him. You blew his head off, Mike, that first one.
Giving away 36 grand prizes a year, we do a lot of big game stuff, whether it's bears, mule deer, elk, you name it, we do it. And you know what? I don't get to waterfowl hunt as much as I used to when I was a kid. I grew up, we were able to do it basically almost out the backyard on a regular basis, and I truly loved it. It was somewhat inexpensive to go do, but as I got older and started doing more big game, it took me away from some of the waterfowl. And then when I tried to go back, you know, if you didn't have places leased up or places to go like that, it just made it really difficult to go have a really good quality hunt. And when I found Travis 15 years ago, so they're in the front range of Colorado, you know, anywhere between Fort Collins and Brighton and all the way out east. Basically all of the stuff where you see a lot of geese flying around on the front range of Colorado, they've got stuff leased up and have for decades. And these geese think they're safe. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And these guys have pit blinds that are there. I've done layout blinds in the past, and it is a means to an end, but you talk about windy, cold days and laying on your back in one of those things. It's super, super cold, and it just makes it where it's not fun. You know, Travis has got these pit blinds that they've dug. Some of them are even permanent where they're concreted out. You're able to put a heater in there. You're able to sit there, drink coffee, enjoy the camaraderie with friends. We really smash the geese each and every year that we're there.
Came in the hole. Dude, that camera's gonna get a good job.
Yeah, it did.
For the hardest places to hunt, you need razor-sharp, reliable knives. For over 10 years, Pat and Nicole have depended on one brand to get the job done fast: Outdoor Edge.
You know, one of the best things I love about waterfowl hunting is the camaraderie of it. Being able to hang out with friends. You know, when you're hunting big game, it's all business pretty much. Everybody has to be quiet, pay attention, but you're yakking it up in the blind with this stuff. And when we're over in Colorado, one of my truly best friends, Wes Atkinson, spent years of owning Atkinson Expeditions and is a true big game killer, but he's just a good hunter and he is a great friend of mine. So to have an opportunity to have Wes down in the blind, and he's a pretty darn good cook, so bringing all the amenities to cook some freshly shot geese and hang out and have a good time, it just doesn't get any better than that. And one of the main reasons I love waterfowl hunting. You know, a lot of people ask me, well, how do we pick some of these places that we go to, like Stillwater? And over, you know, almost 2 full decades of doing Sportsman's News and the publication, as well as video and hunts and traveling, we were basically picking and cherry picking the best of the best places that we had ever been. These were truly bucket list destinations that are something that's, you know, hey, look, if time and money were no object, I'd go do these trips each and every year. And that kind of started the sweepstakes. So giving away 36 grand prizes a year, it makes it exciting. But, you know, these are a lot of my bucket list items. But, you know, you guys as members, pushing 2,500 of you guys and gals, I said, I would love to hear from you guys. We have a good mix. And if I get you on the phone, I usually ask, is there something we don't have in the sweepstakes you'd like to see? And you know, this is one of those chances. Hey, send us an email. Send me an email personally and tell me, hey, look, we'd like to see more waterfowl or more fishing or more, you know, big game hunts, more elk. Just don't sell me. Make sure you pull my name more often. I hear that from everybody. When we give this hunt away each and every year, it's usually in time, like in August. I think in 2021 here, we're giving it away August 20th. Gives everybody a chance to make reservations, get to Colorado. If we need to pick you up at the airport or whatever, we can. But we always give away a gun. And this year we rotated around with the Maxus, the Browning Maxus, a great shotgun, semi-automatic, and you're gonna love this gun when you're sitting in the blind smashing the geese. We cover the meals and lodging, hanging out with me. I'm usually always there, and we usually got a cameraman with us, so JR will probably be along in the blind and get to join this great experience, smashing whole bunches of geese. Hopefully we can get some snow and have a great time. There's absolutely nothing like hearing those honkers come. Everybody's like, cover up, and put the lids over, and you sit there and look through either a crack in the lid or through the netting. I start getting the frustration a little bit after they've circled and they're 30 yards up. I practice quite a bit. I shoot a great Browning shotgun that hits like a freight train, and we can knock these birds down. We do not need to wait for them to get on the deck before we can shoot them.
Depending on how annoyed I get with Mike today, they're going to be landing, 10 or 15 feet up. Mike likes to shoot them at 50 and 60 when they come over.
Oh, he's a sky blaster. Nice.
But I kill
He
them.
kills them, so we can't call him.
The Pro Membership Sweepstakes, delivering news you can use. The Browning A5, or the Humpback, as it was affectionately nicknamed when it came out over 100 years ago, is one for the ages. It's steeped in tradition and is one of the most dependable autoloaders ever built. This Wicked Wings version of the old traditional A5 looks very similar to its predecessor, including the hump, but everything else has some major upgrades to make it even better. When you pull the gun out of the box, it just looks impressive. The burnt bronze Cerakote camo finish on the receiver, as well as the bronze Cerakote barrel, looks great, but also blend in well with the grass and weeds where you will find yourself hunting. It comes in this shadow grass blades camo pattern, as well as various other camo patterns, and a tungsten version too. The hump on the back doesn't just provide a unique look, it serves a major purpose. This extends the sight plane by nearly 30%. This, combined with the dual bead system, helps with tracking birds better, which should mean more busted clays or dead honkers. The kinematic drive system is the real meat and potatoes of this world-class shotgun. Instead of a traditional gas recoil system, the kinematic drive system uses the recoil of the shot fired to operate the bolt and eject the shell. This reduces the felt recoil by a bunch. It's also a much cleaner operation because the gases go out the barrel instead of being funneled back into the action to operate the mechanism. Browning has so much confidence in this system that they put a 100,000 round guarantee or 5 years. My bet, it lasts longer. Another great thing about this system is that will allow you to shoot everything from 2 3/4 inch light game loads all the way up to 3.5 inch Magnum Goose loads, and all in consecutive firing order. I usually see this as beneficial when shooting over decoys. The first two might be 2 or 4 shot 3-inch loads, and that last one a 3.5 inch BB. The Inflex recoil pad incorporates directional deflection construction, which guides the comb down and away from the shooter's face. Combine this with the length of pull adjustment inserts that can be installed into the recoil pad and the comb adjustment shims, which will give you a fit that is not only comfortable to shoot, but fits you perfectly, allowing you to break more clays and crumble more birds. The Vector Pro forcing cone is the transition between the chamber and the bore. What this tech jargon means is that you end up with a more uniform pattern with this system than the competitor setups. Combine this with the Invector choke tubes that have a waterfall band decoration on the end, and you have a recipe for some great patterns designed to put more birds on the ground. I've had the pleasure of shooting my Browning Wicked Wings A5 for over the past year. I've shot it at waterfowl, upland birds, and busted thousands of clays. And I'll guarantee you're gonna have to pry it out of my cold dead hands before you ever get my A5. Truly one of the best shotguns I've ever fired.
How many of you guys are Sportsman's News Pro members?
I am.
I was ecstatic. It was awesome. Came with a shotgun, a Browning A5 semi-auto. It proved itself worthy yesterday. Couldn't ask for a better gun. The goose hunting's incredible. We were done, packed and loaded by 9 o'clock yesterday morning in the middle of a snowstorm. And here we are, sunny skies, crisp and cold, front range of the Colorado Rockies with Stillwater Outfitters. It couldn't get any better.
And there they were, a whole flock of white bellies in our face, super close. And we put the hammer down on them.
Hey, thanks for joining us on this episode of Pro Membership Sweepstakes with some of our lucky winners. You know what? If you didn't win and you want to book a great waterfowl hunt, give Travis a call at Stillwater Outfitters. He runs a pretty packed schedule, but he's got some of the best guides in the business, and there's always good opportunities. Book early. Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.